Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. It's your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super excited to come to you with another fresh episode for your Friday. Hope you guys are well and having a great week out there. Probably battling rain if you're like anyone else in the freaking northern hemisphere, I feel like. Oh man, what a week it's been. What a couple months it's been now of rain. And you like think I'm being drastic. Literally not over exaggerating at all. Months of rain we've had now. And so I know you're battling, everybody's battling it, but just keep your head high, keep pushing. I know I've been seeing some guys Facebook and Instagram posts like this broke, that broke, but hey, we got done mowing for the week. And so that is that's what it's about. That's what matters. Don't want to leave a bunch of revenue on the table. You want to get everything done. You don't want clients upset. So keep pushing. This is definitely putting strain on all of us that do recurring mowing. But even project-based work. I mean, project-based work, you're done for like a day or two, you know. Usually on the lawn, you can get out there and at least put a mower on it. But you got heavy equipment in here and it's rained for 2 or 3 days straight. Like, you're not getting in there for 24 to 48 hours when you're playing in the dirt, right? You have no turf, no roots holding anything in place. And so it really just messes everybody up. But the mow guys have these recurring schedules like this. There goes a Brightview vehicle. Brightview did $2 billion last year in revenue, by the way. Billion with a B. So there is room in this industry to grow your own company if you want to. But absolutely just getting pummeled by rain, like I said. And so I just want you to keep your head up and keep pushing because I know it's not easy. But it's Friday, like I said, Friday show. And we talked about this on Monday. And I want to kind of give you an update on where the week went, how the week went, and what the business is doing back at home. So on Monday we mentioned how Friday would be a good day to update how the week went. We knew we had some holes last time. We found a lot of holes coming down to the beach last time when I was away, and things still got done, but we just had a lot of just little stuff, and it was, again, rain is a huge factor in it. But I was excited to get away again, honestly, like a little stressed, but more excited because I just I'm wanting to uncover these things and unpack them so we can really just hammer down on where our big issues are and not be the savior to come save everything when something goes wrong. And so I did that, and it's been a good week. We've had a great week down here on the coast, the Gulf of America. It's been a beautiful week. We had really good weather, and we had a couple of storms, but nothing crazy. It's been good. I enjoy, me and Savannah both personally enjoy coming in the summer because it's just like, that is beach weather to me. To me, it's like I want it to be 95. I want to be sitting under the tent. I'm going to go out and get in the sun for a little bit and go get in the water and come back to another tent. And we have 2 young kids, obviously. So if it was just Jack, we would probably stay on the water, stay out on the beach almost all day. But with Tate now, we're back and forth to the room a little bit more. And so give it another year or two and we'll be out there and we'll be living our full beach lives. And we're beach people. Like, I would love to go to the mountains. I like going to the mountains, but the beach is fun. I enjoy going down there and hanging out, sitting in the sand, like I said, under the tent. Now, I'm not going to go sit in the sand and in the sun and bake all day. You beach rookies that go to the beach and have an umbrella and you don't have a tent, like, sorry, buddy. You got to get on board. But anyway, what I want to do is update you on this week. And so it's been good. Back at home, we've had, again, killer rain. And so we've gotten rained out, I think, every day, half a day. We've lost half a day. So Monday we got a full day in. Tuesday, Wednesday, today, all got rained out half days. Thursday, today. And it's like, what do you do with that? literally there's a third RCI truck, by the way. I'm on doing a road show here. RCI is a massive player in the South. They're like catching up to Workshop. So Landscape Workshop is in Birmingham. Landscape Workshop did 145 million, I think. I think they were like, I just read the top 125 list the other day. I think they did 125 million, 140 million. I think they're like 24th on the list of 125. RCI is catching up. They're growing very quickly down here in the South. We've been driving for probably 20 miles, and we've seen 3 or 4 different trucks of theirs. So they have got a lot going on. But found the holes, and last time we're plugging them this time. So maintenance is still getting done, even though we're getting rained out half days. Maintenance is getting done. We're behind, as anyone would be, and you probably are. We're behind, but we're getting it done. And our account manager Andrew's doing great, kind of managing, keeping up with everything. Just trying to push. Like, we're gonna have to work long days to get them wrapped up, but we're making a lot of changes, and we've talked about that on the show recently about what that looks like. Like, we're raising prices, we're dropping some people, we're condensing routes just because we have some holes in maintenance that have to be fixed. If we don't do that, then we're going to be in trouble. And so we're fixing those things, which is good. And moving forward, hopefully our schedule is going to be a little bit lighter for the short term, because we're going to get some good leadership in here and really continue to grow the maintenance side as well as the project side. And projects are going well too. We're also on a design build is such a like sensitive word. I don't know that I want to qualify it as design build. Because design build, you think like big walls, big patios, things like that. We're doing a little raised flower bed and a lot of other things around the house, landscape wise. But doing some natural stone mortared in, raised flower bed there, and it's been going great. But again, getting rained out half a day every day, and so the guys are out there trying to mix mortar, trying to stack stone, and they're getting rained on every other hour, it feels like. So job site's a muddy mess. And this is where one thing that I've learned, so we're like debriefing the week, right? And we'll circle back to maintenance in a minute, but one thing I've learned this week is make sure that you have, and I'm going to work on this, some template, something in place to like adequately describe and tell your customers going into a project what is all going to be included. And especially when you get into bigger projects like this, when you're just tearing out a front bed, planting, like you're going to have some plywood in the grass, that's about it, right? But with this, you got tools, you got mortar, you got stone, you got pallets, you got big machines. Like, there's a whole different world. We're digging trenches for downspouts. Like, it is a mess if it's dry, and it's been raining all week, so it just makes it a muddy mess at that point. And so make sure that you build some template, put something out there that when you send when they approve the job, you send them like a description of what this job's going to look like, and make sure they have adequate expectations of, hey, if it rains, like, we're going to continue to push production as hard as we can, but it's going to be muddy. But guess what? The progress, what it looks like through, is not what it's going to look like when it finishes. And so, because our guys have been killing it all week, just like I said, pushing through the rain. Like, it's been tough. It has not been easy. They've been grinding. And the first text that I got the other day from the customer was like pointing out things that they weren't happy with. And so it's like, welcome to contracting, folks. That's what the phrase is that you can just kind of live by. And we're going to see that more and more when we get into bigger projects, because that's just like people want money. They're going to spend their money, and they want it to look good, and that's fine. But you got to give us time to get to the project, right? And so, but that, again, everything rises and falls on you and you as the owner, and it's my fault for not giving them clear expectations going into the job of like, hey, if it rains, it's going to be muddy. It's going to be muddy. It's going to be a mess. But rest assured, we're going to get it cleaned up. We're going to get it looked before we leave. We're not going to leave you unsatisfied. We're going to have points throughout the project where you're like, what about this? What about that? Ask the question. We'll fix it. We'll change it, and we'll make the amendments when we can to whatever we need to do in the scope. But overall, it's good. We have great customers. It's going to turn out to be a good project. It's just a little hiccup along the way, and it's annoying because, again, it falls back on me as the owner to put a better plan out there in place. And so that's where my virtual assistant is going to come into play. Al is doing awesome over there, and if you're interested in that, what that looks like, you can check out Ninja VA. That's where we got hooked up with Al, and Ninja VA is a great service. Brandon's built a great I don't even, not a product, it's a service, but it's an online product kind of, that they will help you interview and link you up with a virtual assistant. A lot of times they're overseas in the Philippines, and so you kind of choose what you need, and you can handpick and literally personally interview the ones that you want to get the candidate that fits your business the best. And so we're using that, and Al's been he's been a huge asset for us, and we're still like getting him streamlined and what that looks like as far as like customer communication goes and things. And it takes time. If you don't have a system in place going into it, it's going to take you a little longer. That's transparently our situation. Like, we don't have I never had a virtual assistant before, right? And so we're having to build these systems out as he's in here, and things for him to do, and just how we can streamline all of this. But it's going well. He's growing a lot, and the business is going to continue growing with him. But he's going to be able to make us, like, I'm going to be able to tell him, hey, we need to get this template built out. Like, this is what I need. Throw it in chat. Get it to make you a template, and put it in the drive, and let me review it. And that's where, like, the reason this stuff gets missed is your time is spent in much different places that are a lot more important, right? But this is important too. And if no one's making these decisions and doing these things, you're going to fall behind, and you're going to have these issues arise. So somebody needs to be doing it, but it doesn't necessarily need to be you, the owner. You need to be sending out $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 quotes so you can sell new work. Because, like I said in a couple episodes ago, I don't know if I've said this. Like, we revised in our coaching, and we have to estimate $100,000 to $150,000 a month in work right now to hit our sales goal by the end of the year. And it's like, you have to be absolutely grinding behind the computer, selling, estimating, communicating with customers. Hey, this is what we can do. Like, how can we help you? Going through the whole process. And if you're sitting there building templates for a proposal, like, that's not what you need to be doing. You need to spend your time in better places. So get somebody on your team like that, build your team, trust other people, empower other people, and it will come back to you in many, many ways down the road. But like I said, I'm doing a road show right now, and we're driving this long stretch between Panama City and Destin, and it has developed so much. Savannah's here with me. Is it not crazy how much this has developed in the last year?
I know, I'm just looking around, like, that's the bougiest McDonald's I've ever seen.
Oh, was there a McDonald's?
Oh, yeah, it was the whole white, though.
Yeah, everything down here is white. White. It's going to be interesting to see in 30 years, like, what's the color going to be? Because in the last 5 years, it's been white. But that's going to change. It's not going to stay that way forever.
I don't know.
But, I mean, this stretch was, like, all woods 2 or 3 years ago. And now it's, like, stuff. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it's two booming beach areas on either end of it, right? You have Destin on one end and Panama City on the other end.
And they're the perfect beaches.
Yeah, and they're great beaches all along that stretch. And so it's like,
How do you do any other type of beach?
yeah, how do you do it? Yeah, we were talking about that. We were walking through the sand the other day. And I'm like, you folks that go out to the Outer Banks or to the Atlantic coast anywhere, I love you. I hope you enjoy that beach. You can stay out there. I don't really want you to come down here, honestly, because we don't need to overcrowd this any more than they already are. But if you came down here one time to the coast, you would never go back to any other beach in the world. Like, seriously, when I say this, it sounds like pretentious, but we have the nicest beach, some of the nicest beaches, I would say, in the States for sure. I wouldn't go as far as the world, but in the States for sure. I mean, the sand alone, and the water is hit or miss, right? The ocean is the ocean. You could have seaweed one day and it can be really clear the next, but the sand is literally like, it's sugar. It is sugar white sand. You could put it in a bag and label it sugar, and no one would know the difference. That's seriously how clean it is. There's another white McDonald's.
Yes, that's
So yeah, I would love to be on the planning and zoning board here. There's the donut place. The donut hole.
Yep.
So anyway, well, that's what? Oh yeah, everything's nice down here.
Crazy.
I can't imagine the cost of living though. So it has been, circle back to maintenance before I wrap up, is like, so that's project based. It's been good. We've been on the same project all week, so that's been relatively simple. Like, we haven't had a ton of logistical issues. We've just been battling rain because, like, we're going to be upside down on man hours on this because of our rain delays. But we're learning a lot. And the thing with the work we're doing right now and this whole year as a whole is that the team we have now, our foreman leading the landscapes, like we're doing jobs that we're learning as we do them. Like we're learning our skills and our trade. And so it's going to take us longer. We're going to have to we're not going to get to produce as much revenue per se, but we're learning and building along the way. And so that holds a ton of value in of itself. But on the maintenance side, it's been good. Quality's been fine. It's just literally been rain. We've been getting rained out every day. And so our holes that we have found and we've uncovered the last couple of weeks have been a lot. It's been primarily on pricing, and just our revenue is not there for what we're producing, and our cost of goods sold are too high compared to what our revenue is. And so we talked about that on Wednesday a little bit. So we're fixing those and we're working through it, and now it's just going to be a matter of like getting leadership in that really runs efficient routes, us routing efficiently, and we do that through Element in the push of a button. But Element can only get you as close as what your routes are, and so you got to have houses that are closer than 10 minutes from each other to really make bank and keep efficient on a daily route. So that's kind of where we're at. It's been a good week. We've had a good week down here. It's been good to get away. I highly encourage you guys to get away, even if you don't feel like you can. Get away for a little bit, because it's something that you will not regret. Like, you will not regret it. You're going to learn a lot. Especially if it's your first time ever doing it and leaving guys at home producing. It's going to be scary. You're going to be on your phone a lot. You're going to be on the computer a lot. So set expectations with your family during that, like before that trip, to know what it's going to be. But at the same time, like, you got to do it. You got to make the decision to just do it. And you'll get better every time. I've dealt with work less this trip than I probably ever have, and so we've had a few instances where I was like, I gotta respond, or I gotta call this person. But I've been able to send out estimates here, and that's the power of Element as well. Like, you can do it on the go and still send out work. We're gonna send out probably $30,000 or $40,000 worth of estimates just sitting down here at the beach. So keep your pipeline up. Don't let it start failing and slowing down. Don't get into the middle of summer and start slacking. We want to keep that up and keep it rocking and rolling. But thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you are enjoying the show recently, it's a little bit more candid, a little bit more straightforward. Like, hey, these are things you got to be doing if you want to see changes. We're going to keep that coming. That's what we're doing every single day to see changes in our business, and hope that you can do the same as well. So leave us a big 5-star rating review if you do. We haven't had a rating or review in a while, so we'd love to get those up and keep new folks coming in. It's really not hard. You just press a button. So our listens per episode and our reviews are upside down. We have way more listens than we do reviews. So take a minute, go do that. That would really help us a lot. That's how people like social proof the show and decide if they want to listen or not. So if you come back every single week, there's got to be a reason for it. Just put that reason down there. And I would very, very much appreciate it, so we can continue to bring you good content every week here, 3 times a week. We'll see you here on Monday for another Marriage Monday with Savannah. We have a fun little thing planned that it's gonna be lighthearted, but it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited for it. So y'all have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Without any further ado, guys, that's gonna wrap this one up, and we'll catch up with everybody here on Twitter.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.